famous at this point. Famous in general. Who want to be a man and famous? Apparently, Tony Busby, the dude, the lawyer down there in Houston, who had the whole bunch of females on Deshaun Watson, which was bullshit in my opinion. Who did the fake story on Jay-Z, and Jay-Z is countersuing him. Trying to destroy Jay-Z, and he always target black people with these fake sham women, right? Now apparently this woman says she met Shannon Sharpe at a gym, and he told her that he would buy her some fake tits if she won a weight loss competition. Said eventually the sex was consensual, but he was controlling. He wanted control over her time, and she tried to share her location. One point Shannon got mad. She said one argument in particular scared her, where there was a firearm visible in the room and he was yelling. And he said that, he assaulted her multiple times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025, allegedly. I believe she said they met at an LA gym in 2023. Now, this is why Coach Greg Adams always say, this is why when dudes get money, they don't mess with regular Debbies. They don't mess with regular Beckys, regular Keishas. You shouldn't mess with regular women. And he's right. He's right. This is why you see in Hollywood, they share the same hoes. They understand what they signing up for. They understand the assignment. You know what I'm saying? They understand wholeheartedly what it is. So when you kind of hear, them talking about, why we talking about they share the same women, because they understand the rules and regulation. When you bring a woman into this world, into the entertainment world, they don't understand how it go. They think they're the only one. They don't know not to mess the bag up. The trophy wives understand it. They know how to lay it, how they play it. And, like I said before, a lot of, women ask, why men don't approach at the gym. A lot of guys ask me in the DM, should I approach at the gym? My whole thing at this point is no. There's a lot of women that give you mixed signals. They give you a lot of mixed signals at the gym. My best thing, if you see them outside the gym, then holler at them at a bar, at a bookstore, at a smoothie bar. I would say, at this point, honestly, I would say no. And it's a certain, I won't say arrogance. There's a certain masculinity that come with a lot of the women that be in the gym too. A lot of them be in competition with men. But that's nor here nor there. Do what you want to do. I don't really care. But I mean, do I believe it? No. Shannon Sharpe, his production deal just came up with Colin Coward's production team. And every time it's time for somebody to get a new deal or something, Jay-Z and them had the Lion King coming out, his thing with the Super Bowl. Deshaun Watson was trying to get from the Houston Texans. That became a situation. So, me personally, man, I've never wanted to be popular. I never wanted to be famous. You can keep it. You can legitimately keep it, bro. Like, I'd rather just fly under the radar. Because too many people lie. You know why people lie like this? And no matter how many times we've seen women lie and 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 lie again. No matter how much they lie, society still hits the reset button and believe them. No matter how many sham deals Tony Busby been under in Houston, he still get the opportunity to practice law. He shouldn't even have a license. He should be exiled from practicing law. But he sit here and he attack black people, and here we are, arguing over petty shit. We can't even stay on code about the Carmelo Anthony thing. That's why I'm not speaking on it. I was hearing some brothers say they had more support for a dude with a sketchy background than George Floyd, than the kid who had a 3.7. So I'm not about to argue with y'all. Y'all got it every year or something else. Not doing it. But y'all can't get on George Zimmerman. Y'all can get on each other, rob each other still. We was talking about 2 Chainz a few months ago. The lady, he alleged the lady robbed him of all his stuff in his beauty parlor or his salon that he owned. And, he ain't going to press charges. Why not? These women will make up fake shit on men all the time. When are the men gonna hold these women accountable? That's what I asked. When is y'all baby mamas that scratched y'all, left y'all kids on the curb, starved the kids, did some whole ass shit. Y'all won't press charges. The minute you rise up, they ready to call the police or their brother, their father. At what point will men grow balls and fight back? But I understand, because you fight, you do all this, you sue them, you get no money out of it, they get a slap on the wrist. I get it. But at some point, women got to be held accountable for this lying shit. There's some bullshit. If she got the text messages to prove it, if she got the physical marks to prove, because this is current. This is around 6 months ago at the minimum. So she should be able to prove all of this. And like I said before, this is why when you get into these relationships with women, this is why dudes don't leave. Because if you leave, they want to create chaos. You got to pay a bitch to leave. What Peasy say? You pay a hoe to stay. I pay a bitch to leave. You got to pay them to leave. Because they're lying. Society is conditioned to believe the biggest liars. Why do you think every modern woman pet peeve is liars and cheaters? Because that's what they do. It's a projection. A lot of their times, that is a projection of what they do. They're liars. They're cheaters. They're the most unfaithful. I keep telling y'all that. Most men don't have sex. Most modern men, especially with this alpha generation, I don't know, Z, X, alpha, the last two generations, they not fucking. The statistics show that. The birth rate show that. This is the main reason why a lot of guys just say, I'm good, man. Too many women lying. You have sex with a woman overnight and you like, well, it's time for you to leave. All of a sudden, they want to start playing victim. Oh my God, he did this because you asked her to leave. Well, you kicking me out? Like, yes, bye. I'm a productive man. But like I said before, they want to destroy Shannon. That's what they gonna do. This is, and you got dudes like Anton Daniels talking about systematic oppression doesn't exist. Tell them about this shit. Warn them up. Ask them about this shit. Every time we start to come up, they tear us down across America. Niggas like him, they be lying, bro. Like, some of his content I like, but he started talking black, that ain't his wheelhouse. Talk about relationships and money. That's his wheelhouse. He shouldn't talk about what's black because he quiet on shit like this. Well, this is an exception to the rule, and it ain't an exception. It's been going on major scales. So when I look at stuff like this, I know it's a sham, but it's just, like I said, it's a part of your reputation you can't get back. It's a part of your reputation you can't get back. This make you want to get married. This make you want to be, a lot of people be celibate. Because people are so poor that they gotta sue. That's what all this lawsuit about. Poverty. People are so poor, they got a lot to get money. The PPP loan. Now that they coming back to strike revenge on people, and they coming to get people, yeah. They got a lot to get money. But remember, these are a lot of the women that's the most educated. They make more money than men. Then if you make so more money than, or these women make so much more money than men, which is statistically false. Even amongst the black community, it's false. If they make more money than us, then why they always begging us? Why they always begging us? Why they always begging us? Why they always talking about what we ain't and what we doing? Because they ain't got no motion, man. That's all I had to say, man. Check out the music entertainment playlist. Check out the real one-on-one playlist. Hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Peace.